I swear they did it. They didn't put the discount donuts out just because we were sitting there and they didn't want to give it to us.
Probably.
So they kept staring at us, staring. They look at the donuts, look at us, look at the donuts,
I've
look at
never
us.
seen so much rearranging of donuts in my life.
Rearrange.
It was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
Let's switch
2 minutes
this
later.
way.
Ah,
This way.
ah, I'm gonna move this over here. Okay.
There's not enough sticks in the donuts.
And then I even saw one of the dude took one of the heart papers out of the donuts because it was bent, and then put it in a new one. What are you doing? It's closing. No one else is gonna come in. And then this one dude came in and bought like 10 donuts or something
It was
like that.
over 2,000.
Like that, yeah. Over 2,000 yen. So
That was like 20 bucks.
Granted, donuts are expensive, but how can you buy that many donuts at 10 o'clock at night? It's insane. But anyway.
To be a fan at work tomorrow. Hey everybody, donuts!
Donuts! They're old and stale, but hey! Yeah, anyway, so basically what we've done around here is a lot of shopping, or window shopping. We both got skirts.
Yeah.
It was exciting, without even trying them on, which we know how to say now, to ask if you can try it on. Demonstrate.
Why did you have this one? Shite imasu ka?
Chaku stay.
Shichaku shite imasu ka?
Ii desu ka?
Ii desu ka? Ne, I'm close.
Close enough, close enough. They'll
They'd
get
be
it.
like,
They'll get it. They'll be like,
try something?
try on? Okay, daijoubu. But anyway, so it was fun. I had fun with Christina. Yay! And I slept on the floor and she made me very many yummy meals that I probably can't make by myself, but I'm gonna try.
You can do it. It's not.
I'm gonna try it. Eventually I'll get there. Maybe not up to Christina's status, but somewhere close. But anyway, so it's been great and I can't wait until like two months from now when I get to come back and stay with this lovely lady and get pampered again.
I don't know what you're talking about. At that point, I'm going to be like, Donna, make me dinner. You're going to be like, stir fry?
I'll be like, let's go out. Stir fry.
Your options are keiko de.
Keiko de.
I'll have the chicken.
Oh, okay, alright then. Anyway, so I'm gonna go, but it's been fun, and yes. Ta-ta.
See ya. TT fan, ta-ta for now.
It's been a while since I came back from my field trip. I came back 2 days ago, but I haven't got a chance to talk about it yet, really, so I'm gonna briefly go over it right now. So we went on this field trip, and the first day we went to Hiroshima, and we visited the Peace Museum. I was expecting it to be really sad and depressing and to make me feel really guilty, and I did. But I guess I expected more that the Japanese might want revenge or be upset with Americans for bombing them, but it seemed like they were more peace-oriented and they just wanted to make sure that people knew what happened to them so things like this didn't happen again. So I was very surprised and moved by that. The next day, actually, we got to listen to Hibakusha, a survivor talk about her experience, and it was really graphic. And I'm really thankful that I got the chance to hear her speak. I have a lot to say about that, and I have a lot of thoughts on that, but I don't really have enough time for the Peace Park, and I thought it was really interesting. It was especially interesting that they'd want so many reminders of what happened. So there's a big, famous atomic bomb dome, a structure that survived the blast, but it's like barely there. It's just fragments of a building, but they maintain it as a reminder of what happened. And I was walking through at night, and they had it lit up with this red light, and it was really creepy and dark and scary, and I can't imagine living there and having to look at that all the time. But I guess it is a good reminder of those things. But also on the other side of that, I didn't know that there were, I didn't know a lot about Japan, I guess, and their relations with other countries before coming. But they had a lot of forced Korean laborers there at the time who died because of the bomb. And they had a memorial set up for the Koreans that they set up themselves in this peace park. And it was this this turtle, and our guide was talking about it, and he was saying how Japan has two faces, and on one side they sympathize with Koreans because they both had their people killed by the bomb, and at the same time the Japanese had forced the Koreans to come there and work. And it was kind of their fault, and at the time of the bombing they still didn't have that great of relations with them, and they still don't. So it's kind of hard. And also, this Korean memorial was kind of shoved to a corner in the park and surrounded by trees, so you couldn't really tell it was there unless you walked through it. So the guide talked about how there is such a social stigma against the survivors, and they couldn't get married to people who weren't survivors because they thought that, you know, they may have diseases, they could spread this disease. They didn't know if they were fertile or not, so a lot of them didn't get married and have children. But a lot of the survivors just kept their secret and didn't tell anyone that they were survivors of the bomb, which is, I think, really sad, because you shouldn't have to hide that you've already gone through so much, you know, and then you have to suffer more pain because of that. That's pretty awful. So we went to the Peace Museum, and the next day it was all happy, and we went to Miyajima, which is a famous island with this big torii gate in the water, and a red temple, a red shrine, and a really nice temple, and then you can climb up a mountain to see a couple other temples, and some people went. I was not one of them. And then after that we went to a tabe hodai, which is a buffet, with a couple people, and had shabu shabu and a lot of other food, and it was awesome. And then we went climbing at Hiroshima Castle, which is already in the videos. And the next day we went to Okunoshima, which used to house a poison gas factory. I learned a lot there. Apparently, I didn't know that they had that. Apparently all the Japanese don't either. I thought it was weird. First of all, there were all these kids on the island, and they were there for this nature trail, and there's also a nature museum on this island. And they're here for that, but they don't get to know about the rest of it, the rest of the story, until they come back to the island during high school for their, hey, this used to be a place where we manufactured weapons to kill lots of people field trip. So I'm sure that must be fun for them. So the whole island, it used to be a military facility, and then they put a poison gas factory there. And a lot of the people there, they just had kind of rubber suits who were working in the factory, and a lot of them got injured from that. And there's really no cure or treatment for that. And they used a lot of the gas in Korea and China, and there's actually a lot of it still there. So when they left, they weren't supposed to be using the gas; it was against the law. So they buried it or left it, and people are still finding it and getting injured by this gas. So that's pretty heavy.